You know you're the scapegoat of your family if, for one, you're the one that's set apart. It's like scapegoat black sheep energy, because the black sheep, they just might be different, but all the blame isn't put on them. You know you're the scapegoat when the family wants to blame you for the reason, for all their downfalls, for all their shortcomings. They want to blame you. That's how you know you're the family scapegoat. If they say the reason why the family is messed up, why such and such is on drugs, why such and such was neglected, why such and such was molested, why such and such was this. They like to play the blame game, and they like to place all of that burden on one innocent child for them to carry the weight and carry the burdens of the entire family system. And each generation there is one. In each generation there is one, until one decides to come along and break off that curse. That's why it is so important to lock in with God, bruh. You gotta lock in with God so he can reveal these things to you and show you and let him take you on the journey. They didn't casted you out anyway, so now you're alone out here in this world, feeling alone because you don't have your family. Your family didn't chase you away. They didn't push you away. So because of that, you out here feeling alone, like you have no family. Then you go out here into the world and realize, wow, the world is just as treacherous as my family. So now you're in the world and you're feeling just as alone as well. So now you're even feeling like the outcast in your friend group. You can't find people that you feel that you can really connect with. So you're out here feeling all alone, like nobody is with you. But baby, I assure you, the Lord your God, who set you apart on purpose, he set you apart on purpose because you're his. You were already bought with a price, which is why you are so different. He already done paid to keep you for himself. He already bought you with a price. So you got to understand that and allow him to take you on the journey. Take you on the journey to reveal to you so much, to clean you up, to make you anew, to give you an identity, to make you feel good, to make you whole. When these people that you were born into this family, or even in your friend groups, when these people did all that they can to kick you down and knock you down, you have to allow him to clean you up and make you new. You carry a lot of shame because of a toxic system when you know deep in your heart you are telling the truth. You are the right one. You are the innocent one. You know what you have seen. You know your eyes have seen and your ears have heard when you was in these toxic systems. You know, no matter what they tried to shame you with and how they tried to blame you for why somebody else did something to you or why they did something, you know, deep in your heart, you know, and God knows, and he saw everything. They did not get away with anything. They did not. I don't care how you see them fake living their lives, because baby, you gotta understand that these people will do any and everything to maintain an image. Any and everything to maintain an image. So you cannot allow these people who appear to be living life more abundantly. They're not. They're miserable people. And once a fool and once a liar, always a liar. And there's no honor amongst thieves. These people are willing to steal, kill, and destroy to remain looking like they are the good guy. They're the good girl. They are come from a wholesome background. And they are so holier than thou. And that they are so up on this high horse. They will do whatever they have to do. And they don't care if they have to place all the blame on you. They don't care if they have to steal from you. Take what's yours. They don't care. Anything to make themselves stay with this false image that they have. These narcissists that love to have this false self-image. Just false. Living completely on ego. Something that is false. When deep down inside they know the truth. They know the truth. But they will not dare let you win. So they're going to keep making you seem like you're the liar. You're the one that's crazy. You're the one that belongs in a mental institution. They're going to make you feel like that. When you know, like, what? And even if you don't get thrown in a mental institution, they're going to be like, what are you here for? And if you are crazy, it's because they done made you crazy. If you are a monster, it's because they made you into a monster because of all the lies and deception. They have literally brainwashed you. They literally have brainwashed you all of your days. They literally have gaslit you your entire life to make you feel crazy, to the point you start feeling like, damn, what I seen, was it really true? Is this really that? You really begin to question yourself. And this is why it's so detrimental to your self-esteem and your self-worth, because you really begin to feel like you're not worth anything because of what these losers have done to you. Like, It's just pathetic. It's pathetic. But for every seed of discord they have sown, every lie, every seed of lies and deception that they have sown, trust you me, they have reaped their harvest, a bad harvest. They have reaped it, and it ain't even finished yet. Judgment will always be upon them. Judgment will always be upon them. But see, one thing about God is he like people to think that they're getting away with so much. He like them to think that they're getting away with so much. All he doing is building a case, piling up a case against them, like the FBI, piling up a case, just like they've been doing Diddy, piling up a case, watching. That way, when they finally bust you, they can get you for this, that, and that, and throw you away to the system for dear life. They gonna get their time. Justice will be served, because our God is a God of justice. He is a God of justice. That's why vengeance really is his, because what he can do is far beyond what any human can do. He is far beyond. Far beyond. Because like the good words say, fear not the one who can only kill the body, but fear the one who can kill the body and the soul. God can destroy these people. He's already allowing them to perish. That's why inside they have no peace. This is why they got to be around people all the time. They can't sleep at night. They got all of this going on. They have to keep on, they have to be outside all the time around other people to avoid dealing with what they really going through internally. These people are already distracted. That's why they can't be alone. This is why they have to move in groups. They got to move in groups, move in packs. They got to move in packs. Because they feel like the more it is, the more effect they will have, the more power they gain. They don't. If it takes you to be in packs to get a win, you're a loser. You're a loser. You're a loser. And when you're a chosen one, you can be moving by yourself and you still hold more power than all of them. Literally. Literally. Look at how in the Bible, literally, that's what God kept telling the Israelites. Do not fear them because they're more than you. Don't fear them because you are backed by me. And I go before you. I go before you. And just because you are fewer in number, or just like with David, just because you're smaller, don't mean you cannot slay Goliath. Do not mean that you cannot slay the men who are, they might be mightier than you. They may have, maybe more of them. But the power that you hold alone can destroy them. Can destroy them because of who is backing you. The most powerful, the most high, the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, the end, the first and the last. Jehovah is the one who's backing you. So understand that you never need to fear these people. You go up against them. You go up against them. Don't ever let them make you feel like you the sucker when they're the sucker. Don't ever make them feel like you're beneath and not above. No, you're above and not beneath. You're the head and not the tail. So don't ever let them make you feel like anything less than. And it's already a lot of us out here who are the scapegoats who have felt this way because of years of dealing with this type of abuse, because it's psychological abuse. Sometimes it is physical abuse. Sometimes it is verbal abuse. But more times than not, all of that together, it falls under psychological abuse because of the mental games that they play with you. See, they like to play mind games. And this is why once you learn what's going on, you know how to defeat them. You know how to defeat them. You know, it's just so sad because I'm telling you, sometimes you really be wanting to get them, like get them on a flesh tip. But the way you really get them is to keep thriving, to keep making them crazy, because they try to deem you as mentally ill and all of these things, but a mentally ill person can't keep on thriving like you are. That's why you cannot perish. You cannot allow that stuff to make you self-destruct. You cannot allow that stuff to make you just crash out and just give up on life and never become nothing, because it's not necessarily proving them wrong for them, but it's proving something to yourself that you are not anything that these losers said you were. You are a winner. You are a winner. You have survived a lot, but it's time to stop surviving and begin to thrive. Begin to thrive by taking that pain that they tried to inflict on you and that they have inflicted on you, taking that and turning it into power, turning it into purpose, telling your story, speaking your truth. Stop being afraid of your own life story. Stop being afraid of what the people gonna think. Shoot, you already come from a family who have said the worst things about you, so who cares about a bunch of strangers out here? Who cares about them? You didn't fought the hardest battle, which is dealing with the ones that so-called loved you. You done dealt with the hardest battle already. So it's nothing that's too much for you at this point. You don't have to be afraid of strangers out here who all of them walking around hiding behind masks too. F them strangers. That's how I feel. It's like you got to step out your shell, and it's like F these people, because most of these people, they couldn't walk a mile in your shoes at all. At all. They will crumble. Too much pressure for them. They'll fold like a folding chair. Fold them up like a pretzel. Like they could not walk a mile in your shoes. So who cares what they got to say? And anybody who put their lips on you, God gonna handle them. And no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And every tongue that rises against me in judgment shall I condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord. You must know that. You must understand what that means. The weapon's gonna form. They're gonna say this and say that about you. But who are they to judge? They can't even sit back and judge you. And when they do, you go in on them. You go in on them. Literally, because this is the heritage of the servants of the Lord. Like, every tongue that rises against you in judgment shall you condemn. Because God has given you the power to uplift and to tear down, to build and to destroy. You gotta go. God, that's why it's important to get locked into that good word. What he told Jeremiah, what he told Joshua. A lot of us are literally the chosen ones, just like they were, living the same lives and deception like they have lived. We're living the lives that they have lived with these deceptive family members. A lot of y'all have Joseph anointings. A lot of y'all had dreams and visions, and all them people did was kick you down when you was younger, telling them what you was doing, or you may have been a good writer or a good artist or whatever it is that you was getting. You probably had the gift to see and hear then. You was tapped into the spirit realm then and was able to see stuff before it happens. And they made you feel like you was crazy. But these be the same people who it just be crazy, because especially when they supposed to be these so-called religious folks, but that's how you know it's not what religion is not really what Bible is. Like, they just pick and choose certain things out of it. And a lot of times, like I said before, they don't read Old Testament. A lot of us is living out Old Testament. So they keep people in New Testament on purpose so that you can never see how you relate to these people that's in Old Testament. How you are literally the people of the book, especially if you are my color, if you are a black American, you are the Hebrew Israelites. You are a descendant of the Hebrew Israelites. That Old Testament is your story. And what do they like to do with truth? Hide it. Which is why they tell you to stay out of that side of the book. Don't read back there. That's not for us. You gotta be careful of stuff that people want so bad to be hidden from you. It's a reason why. They don't want you to awaken. They don't want you to know truth. Because once you know truth, it deems them as a liar that they so hard try not to appear to be. It reveals who they really are underneath that mask that they wear. You got to pay attention to this stuff. You got to peep game out here. This world is treacherous. Treacherous, bruh. Treacherous. And a man's enemies is literally that of his own household. That's why you never trust the soul. You never trust them. Like, literally. Because these people, they'll try to kick you down before you can even get started. Real-ish. Like, for real. But that's what we're here to do. We're here to awaken people. We're here to heal, go from survivor to thriver, regain your identity. And like I said before, if you guys need some one-on-one coaching, if you're struggling with any area, if you have, things that you need to work on, if you have any issues with your identity, with trying to find your purpose, with trying to overcome certain obstacles and you need coaching, definitely book a one-on-one with me, baby. Because yeah, it's time to level up. It's time to level up. If you a people pleaser and you don't know how to set boundaries, yeah, you need a book with me. If you tired of feeling like you lost in just being a mother and just being a parent, you don't have no identity for yourself, you don't know what to do when your kids is away, you just feel like you're lost in this world, baby, yeah, you need to book a session. You need to book a session, because that's not your portion. You let people talk to you and treat you any kind of way, let them walk you like a dog and treat you like a doormat. Oh yeah, you need to book a session. We gotta get that self-esteem up. We gotta get that confidence up.